Hi, this is our last dictation of the lesson. We're going to bring everything that we've learned all together into one dictation list. So we're working with all the sounds that we have learned thus far. So let's get started. As usual, you need paper and pencil, and you're going to listen. Each word will be repeated twice, and I'll sound it out. I'm not going to use it in a sentence. I want you to use your ear for listening to the sounds and not depend on the sentence to tell you what the word is. You'll write it down, and then the word will appear on the screen, and I will explain why the word is spelled the way it is, and you can check your answer. Are you ready? Number 1, point. Point. P, oi, n, t. Here it is. Did you get it right? It's oi in a closed syllable. So remember that the consonants N and T act like a door that closes this one syllable word, excuse me. Number 2, ought. Ought. Aw, t. Now remember, you're going to have 2 consonants in this word that are silent. So you've got the sound aw, and then 2 consonants that are silent, and then t. Here we go. This is one of the 7 OUGHT words that you need to know. Ought, bought, fought, brought, wrought, sought, and thought. So you just need to memorize them. Number 3, wool. 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 This word has to be remembered as the only OOL word that has the sound. This is the only one out there. So you'll just have to remember it. Number 4, gout. Gout. G, ow, t. Here we go. So remember that we use the letters OU in the middle of a word for the ow sound. Number 5, took. Took. T, k. So this is another OOK word that needs to be remembered as the sound. Think of book and look. All you're doing is replacing the first letter. This actually works for a lot of words. Number 6, joy. Joy. J, oy. Simple 3-letter word. So remember, it's OY because English words cannot end in I. So the OY sound, the oi sound at the end of words is always spelled OY. Number 7, could. Could. K, d. There's one letter here that's silent, one consonant that's silent. There we go. Remember, this is one of a trio of words that have the sound. Remember, could, should, would. Number 8, full. Full. F, ul. And the ul sound is represented by 2 consonants. Here we go. This is one of just a few words ending in ULL that have the sound. Number 9, hound. Hound. H, ow, n, d. So like number 4, gout, this is the ow sound in the middle, so we always pronounce it with OU. Okay, number 10, thought, thought, aw, t. So remember that the th sound is represented by two consonants. Then you have aw, and then you have t. But before the t, you've got two consonants that are silent. There it is. This is one of the 7 ought words that you ought to know. All right, number 11, lawn, lawn, l, aw, n. There we go. So this is the aw sound followed by the letter N. So when you have the aw sound followed by the single letter N, you have to use the spelling AW. That's one of the rules. Number 12, towel, towel, t, ow, o. So we use OW when the ow sound is followed by the letters EL. That's pattern number 3 for AW spelling generalizations, and you'll see that on slide number 8. Number 13, loiter, loiter. I'm actually saying this in a normal speech, but if I say it a little bit clearer the way it's spelled, it would be loiter, loiter, l-oi-t-er. I'll explain why I said it a different way once I show you the word. Here we go. So we've got OI in the middle of the word, and we already have the consonant T, so we wouldn't put a Y in front of it. Now, whenever T is in the middle of a word, oftentimes in American speech, that T becomes a D sound. We call it the flap D. We hear it in words like butter, letter, water, and of course in this word, loiter. So I had to go back and correct myself for the purposes of spelling to pronounce it loiter. But really in spoken English, that T becomes a flap D. Number 14, daughter, daughter. Or I would say daughter, just for the purposes of spelling. That would be d-aw-t-er. And once again, you've got two consonants before the T that are silent. All right, here we go. This is an AU word that carries the aw sound. So use the AU spelling at the beginning or in the middle of a word, unless it's followed by a single N or L. And we see after the AU, it's not followed by a single N or an L, it's followed by a G. So we're just going to say AU. Number 15, bully, bully. B-u-l-e, bully. All right, so if we see here, if you look at number 7, we've got full. Then look back at number 15, bull, full, bull. All right, and then you're just adding that Y at the end that we learned in our previous lessons. Bully, sometimes the ending Y's can sometimes have an E sound. Number 16, draw, draw, d-er-aw, draw. All right, so AW words can have the aw sound. When you hear aw sound at the end of a word, you're going to use the AW spelling. Number 17, ounce, ounce, ow, s. The s sound is represented by two letters, a consonant and a silent E. All right, so here's the pattern OU. Whenever ow sound starts a word, we use OU. Number 18, frown, frown. Own, frown. Here we go. So here we have OW. When the ow sound is followed by the single letter N, that's pattern number 3 for AW spelling generalizations. Slide number 8. If you want to go back and review that. It's just, anyway, number 19, loyalty. 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 Here you go. It's OY because we can't have 3 vowels in a row. Plus the Y is kind of acting like the consonant door that closes the syllable. Loyalty. Number 20, the last one, stood. 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 All right. This is one of the double O words that have Remember the words good, stood, would, hood. There's only 4 of them. There are only 4 of them, so just remember those 4 double O words have the sound. How did you do? This is the last dictation of this lesson. So if you need any additional help, go back and review the other slides and post some questions in the discussion boards.